everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Tyranny. Last episode, we've been making our way through the depths here, and we have cleared out quite a bit, and I do kind of want to explore back, but you know what? First, let us actually continue on through this way. Let's see what we find deeper in, so we can effectively clear out this area, and then we'll go back. Because that might be what we're supposed to do. I don't know. Let's see. Ameth? Nothing. Citron? Nothing. And Ro? Oh crap! We've got Bane! It only lit one symbol. There must be another.
I'll be handling that one for a bit. That's how it's done.
Okay, that worked. So then how do we get in there, I wonder? There must be another key somewhere. And I see a trap.
Interesting.
And a body as well. Let's see. Battered Bronze Brotherhood armor. This is probably what we need. Wait. Looks like it will hold together long enough for a return trip out of the old walls. Let's see this. This piece of parchment depicts the symbols of the old walls' torch keys. Well, we can return this to Garrick. Did this symbol give... No, it did not. Interesting. Let's head back to Garrick and bring this over to him. I wonder what's in there. Let's see. Why not use this armor I found to disguise yourself and sneak out? By the fires of the forge! That is fantastic news! I can finally leave this place! Thank you. I'll make sure the forge-bound know you helped me escape. I thought you weren't going to tell anyone!
Will do.
Oh, hey, forge-bound! Ignore the elements. Gain a bonus to armor against frost, shock, and fire damage. Ooh, very nice. Return to Lohara. Lohara in the forge at Lethian's Crossing. Well, I guess we'll be doing that eventually. Alright, let's take a look in this room. 3 torch keys.
Heads
okay,
up.
let's clear out
something every day.
Ooh, a level up.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
I have a feeling we don't have the torch keys we need for this. There we go. I knew that was coming.
Send them at me in waves.
I mean, we have 3 torch keys, but I feel like we're going to end up needing another. Ow. I mean, not ow me, just ow the wall. Alright. Let's see here. A myth. That one was actually right. So this one, a myth is probably wrong. Yep, there we go.
To battle!
We're gonna clear out all of these Bane.
I'll hit you twice as hard next time!
So I will purposefully get these wrong. Wasn't very pleasant of you. Okay. Do it again, get it wrong again.
More bodies to pile it on weight.
That was impressive, whatever it was.
Take me if you can.
I don't think you needed to send that spell out right there.
Still got it.
Then again, that worked out. And Ameth again. And now we face a Malice, in addition to all these Scourges. Wow, that Scourge died quickly.
Yeah.
Watch and learn.
You don't really need to do that, you know, Eric.
Pay attention, kids. You
You
might
should be
learn
focusing on the smacking.
You call that?
Submit to me.
Okay,
On it.
now that they're all dealt with, that's not Amith. Is it Citron? Nope. Is it Ro? Yes, which means this one may be Citron. And it is. Which will allow us to continue onwards. Which leads to another path. And we also have a Bronze Brotherhood helm, which I don't
Might
need
we
to
not
take.
simply break it?
Oh! We got a new item. I don't even realize what I picked up, but let's see here. Scroll fragment. A portion of an unknown sigil has been recorded on the scroll. The charcoal imprint is rough and incomplete, leaving the full design a mystery for now. I didn't even realize that. I also picked up something here. Research magic sigil. These writings describe the process for creating a magical accent. You should be able to decipher the instructions with access to a Spire library upgrade. Ooh, interesting. So what's this scroll fragment about? Well, while we could go further on into Lethian's Crossing Old Wall's antechamber, we still have a little bit to look at over here. Oh yes, and level ups. Let's see, Jason Pendragon, let's give you more strength. And as for this, let's see. Second Wind might actually be very useful. While in combat, your party members that fight near you gain a bonus to each of their attributes. I don't care about abundant arms. Oh, I didn't realize Expanded Mind granted additional spell slots. That would actually probably be good to have if I used spells more often. But I have been using spells, so it might not be a bad idea. Then again, that would change that to stun, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I use it on occasion. Actually, get Heavy Guard, a bonus, grant an additional bonus to armor and a bonus to recovery. Yeah, and I'm only wearing heavy armor, so that's a good idea. And you also went up. Bring you up to 16 there. I think that's a good idea. And as for abilities here, let's see. Grants additional spell slots. Oh, I need to work on that. The more spell slots, the better. I'm finding that very useful. And giving him a stance. Drain magical energy from their targets. No, let's go with Frozen. Lantry's attacks are imbued with the power of frost and will slow enemies. Let's go with that. Alright. Back to running all the way back so we can try these, this third stone we have to investigate other... hold on. Oh, but we still can't go in there. There must be a way, but how? Alright, there we go. We're through there. So Ro is the only third one we have here.
I've got it.
Well, we'll use it on whatever we can. I have a feeling it's supposed to be used here. I mean, I'll try using it here, but it's probably not going to do anything. Didn't think so. Leave it colored. Now let's see if the row button, if the row key will actually work here. It does not. There must be another one somewhere that we haven't found. Alright, I guess we only have one way we can go now. I'm going to cut it while I run to the door. Alright, made it back to the other door. Now let's go in. I believe this was called the antechamber. So let's see what happens. Ah, I see where we are. Oh boy, something is happening. Oh no, another one of these. That must be the fourth sigil. And he's wearing the helm. Raetommon stands before a roiling ball of blue energy, his head seeming to bend and fold as light and shadow fight across his face. He wears an expression of pure ecstasy that immediately fades when the bridge retracts. "Who dares interrupt me?" He turns and sees you, his expression now one of fury. "No!" His voice contains equal amounts of authority and petulance. "You cannot be here. This is for me, and I will not have you ruin it. How did you make it all the way through? You don't know the secrets of the old walls." One of his men hands him something small and green, and he slips it into his pocket. "You are incredibly tenacious, I'll give you that. But that ends now. You do not belong here." He stomps his foot, its dry slap echoing through the enormous room and reverberating back in a quick patter. "You do not belong here!" His men involuntarily step back, away from his sudden rage. Just as quickly as it came, his rage subsides and he smiles, but it doesn't quite reach his eyes. "But I might as well be yelling curses at the encroaching darkness for all the good it will do to me to admonish you. You'll never leave Brotherhood affairs alone, never keep out of something you have no business in. Still, I will applaud you. I never expected you would get this far. Who knew when you were throwing me out of my home, taking my world from me, and sentencing me to a life in wilderness and these walls, that you would be here to witness my triumph? All I wanted was to keep Lethian's Crossing, to protect it, to keep it safe. I just want to be left alone. But since you clearly have no plans on giving me some peace, you might as well stay for the main course. And trust me, they can't wait to sink their teeth in. Anything you'd like to say before you're torn apart?" "How's your head, Raetommon?" "I've heard he gets nothing but complaints. In fact, most people ask for their rings back." "It figures someone as base as the Fatebinder would keep equally crass company." Ebb smiles and blows Raetommon a kiss. "All you gave me was a mere scratch. Certainly nothing to be concerned about. Your little stunt did nothing but make my inevitable triumph feel all the more glorious." "Why did you take the Magebane helm and kidnap Zidania?" "They told me to." Raetommon points at the glowing sphere and all the stone structures built into the walls. "Once they start killing, they don't really discriminate. Flesh to rend is flesh to rend, you see." He taps his helmet. "So this will ensure my safety. With the helmet I can drive them back. They will give me the glory, the chance to have Lethian's Crossing as mine alone. Why Zidania? To rebuild. We will need a Master of the Forge, and who better to take that role than the Master of all Forges?" "You are absolutely insane if you think I will ever work with you. Better yet, why don't you come over here and we will discuss our plans for rebuilding?" Raetommon grimaces and touches a purple mark under his eye. "And what is in that prison?" "A havoc. Raetommon whispers the word in the throes of renewed ecstasy, a maniacal glint shining in his eyes that grows and ebbs in intensity as the light undulates over his face. Let Kairos send his forces. They won't win. I will raise Raethian's crossing before I let him have it. Before I let you stop me! He looks at you, dangerously manic light in his eyes. This is my city! I found a lost sage. A subdued glee punctuates his words. He seems strangely agitated, as if he wants to say all the words at once, but is also fighting with himself to keep from saying them. He told me all about it. He sang such beautiful songs for me. What did you do to the sage? Raetommon waves a hand dismissively at you. Oh, we intercepted him carrying a stack of books. I don't even know where he was going, but who better than a sage to ask about local history? He smiles, glancing to the side, subconsciously licking his upper lip. He told me everything I needed to know about this place. You have gone completely insane. What happened? You seem so composed on Ironhall Trail. Raetommon's eyes narrow. I am on the verge of having everything handed to me, only to watch you walk in with the intention of taking it from me. And you begrudge me my emotions? I will particularly enjoy watching you die. Raetommon's face grows red. You will not take this from me! Levian's crossing is mine! They told me no one would believe me. They told me I would have to stand alone against the armies. I knew you were all against me. Only the Bane have given me the guidance I need. You don't think the Bane will kill you as soon as you release them? Of course they won't! Raetommon looks at you incredulously. The Bane be praised. I have the helmet with their name in it. When I walked in wearing it, the prison shook. This will work. This is their will. Do you even know how to release the Havoc? Of course! He shouts and stomps his foot again. He shakes his head at you as if the answer is the most obvious thing in the world. My special sage told me everything. He was very knowledgeable about the old walls in this particular region, and the rumors of a key that could unleash the Bane. He didn't want to tell me. I could tell he wanted Kairos to have Levian's crossing, but I showed him how wrong that kind of thinking can be. He bites on the tip of his thumb, lost in thought. For a moment, you think he might have forgotten you were in the same room. Then he breaks his silence. He mentioned something about crystals and the 4 points of a compass, but it escapes me now. Frankly, he was singing so loudly that it didn't seem important at the time. What did the sage mean about 4 points of a compass? Raetommon twiddles his fingers madly against the sides of his head as he tries to remember. It had to do with unlocking the old walls. He found the clue in an archive somewhere. Said something about a compass. Ah! He fishes into his pocket and produces a torn scrap of vellum. He drew me a diagram. He unfolds the scrap and looks at it with a frown. Of course, this is useless. Torn. You can't read it if it's not all there. He shakes the scrap around. Useless! Give me the vellum you got from the sage. It might be important. He mumbles to himself, scratching his head, looking back and forth between you and the scrap. Finally, he relents, throwing it in your direction. I can't read it anyway, so it's of no use to me. Take it, why don't you? Any chance you'll give me that torch key you hid when I walked in? He smiles, twisting to the side so the pocket is out of sight behind him. Tricky, tricky, tricky. You are far too observant for your own good. By the Bane, you are a nuisance. He clucks his tongue at you. Give me that crystal, now, or I will take it from you. You are welcome to try and take it, you fool, but I am the savior of the Bronze Brotherhood, and your accolades are dust to be trampled under my boot. I was going to watch you torn apart by the Bane, but I see now that is my job. They want me to make you their first sacrifice! Raetommon lunges to attack. Let's deal with the Raider first, why don't we? And you know what? Let's get some lightning and fire on here.
I will.
I'm enjoying this a little too much.
That works.
I'm on it.
now let's finish off Raetommon.
Harsh words cause more harm than this useless weapon.
Right.
Do what you want, Raetommon, but you will be defeated. You're alone here. And he surrendered. Raetommon sinks to his knees, coughing. He looks up at you, bloodshot eyes wet with tears. How? The question is half-hearted and not really directed at you. How could this happen? I guess your plans didn't work out. They'll die with you.
To battle!
Bronze Brotherhood reputation ability unlocked and forbidden passage. Oh, wow! You killed Raetommon inside the Lethian's Crossing Old Walls, which gained favor. And now we have Mighty Blows, gain a bonus to melee damage. Okay, that works out. And we have Axe of the First Brother, powerful. Magebane Helm, which has a 50% defense bonus against spells. And Arcane Unraveling. Fire a bolt of energy that explodes in an area around the target, weakening and fatiguing all Bane inside the radius. Duration of these effects scales with the Magebane Helm's renown. I'm not going to use it. We've also got Bronze Brotherhood Bracers, and we've got the Emir Torchbearer.
Will do.
Okay, and we can't speak with her. But all we have here is to finish dealing with this. Which I think we'll do in the next episode, because I believe this one has gone on about long enough. This is quite a chamber. This Emir Torch Key should allow us to get out, though. And we'll have a lot of exploring to do. Wait, when did you get defeated? When did you get wounded? How the hell did that happen? And when? Okay. I don't know when that happened, but sure, why not? Anyway, next episode, well, we have the 4 points. Not that, no. There we are. Those would be the 4 symbols that we need to use in order to open this up and deal with that thing, which we are going to do. But that'll be in the next episode. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't actually learn this. Sigil of Killing Blows. Lightning spells deal more damage to targets with low health and severe damage to those almost defeated. So if I do that... Oh no, it has to be this, I think. Yes. Up to 50 damage based on missing health. Interesting. Anyway, I am going to end this episode here. Next episode, we are going to destroy this Havoc. Once and for all. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44. That is Jason Pendragon, Barak, Lantry, and Ebb. This has been a Let's Play of Tyranny. And I shall see you all next time.